Welcome to the hottest real estate topics on the planet, keeping you up to date with all the creative ways to buy and sell real estate without bank qualifying, so anyone can build real income starting today. Here is another great show with Dealmaker Bill and Pete the Rookie.
All right, here we are at another episode of Flipping Houses for Rookies. Good morning, Peter.
Hello, Bill, and welcome all listeners around the world.
Or
all
watchers.
Time zones.
Or watchers. Yeah. All right, we are going to cover podcast episode number 412. And the name of today's podcast is How to Get Creative Real Estate Deals for Free.
Ooh.
Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2 parts.
Yep.
Here is the description. I'm sorry, I got distracted by a text. Are you a rookie stuck on where to find motivated, creative real estate sellers? More to the point, your wallet is tapped out, but know you need to find and close a deal to fatten up your bank account? Well, after today, you can stop missing out on those apparent, hidden, lucrative deals. In this single episode, we are going to give you the ultimate guide to scoring deals without spending a dime. These outside of the box ideas, will guide you through some of the best ways to advertise on a low budget or for free. With these very affordable campaigns, you will be on your way to landing a deal without breaking the bank. Intrigued? You should be, because we are about to reveal some of the savviest marketing tricks for today's economy without those pricey marketing campaigns. Getting deals after today is absolutely inevitable for anyone willing to hustle. So, what are you waiting for? Creative real estate deals are yours for the taking. So let's get started now.
Okay.
So let's do our housekeeping, our infamous, which means not very famous, housekeeping. Mm-hmm. First of all, thank you for being with us. Thank you for all your support. Realize that this podcast is designed to help your thinking about real estate change, preferably an easier way to think about it and get rid of all the confusions and the cobwebs. Make sure you subscribe or like wherever you're listening to us or watching us. Also, if you have any questions, we actually live stream the recording of this podcast on Thursday mornings, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can go to Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, and wherever they allow you to type in comments, you could do that during the podcast, and we will be able to answer those questions. If you have a question that doesn't pertain to the podcast, I'm not going to answer it. You can send us a private message by going to flippinghousesforrookies.com. Support ticket is up on the top right-hand side, and you can send us a message there, and we will respond usually within a couple days. Okay? So, with that said, thank you again for being here, and I fully expect to rattle the old noggin today, because it rattled me when I did the research and I wrote it. And it's got me actually, one of the things that bears on my life right now, like puts pressure on me in my life right now, is the rookie stage. When I was a rookie, I did things and acted differently than I do now.
Makes
And
sense.
I'm wondering why. You know, and the common answer is well, I was desperate back then. Well, that might have something to do with it. I was definitely more motivated than I am now. I was definitely willing to do any deal, and nowadays I'm not willing to do that. But taking that out of the equation, I keep asking myself daily, what am I missing? What are the things that I should be doing that I used to do? You know, like we're doing an ugly sign campaign right now. But after I wrote this podcast, I wrote it to myself. After I wrote this podcast, and I promise you that when we get done here, I have a little bit of time. You and I are going to talk about how we should implement some of these things.
Oh, sure.
Because it's just too easy. And I dropped them out. So in my head, Peter, this will not mean anything to anybody else except you. I want you to know that I have recognized I have a broken affluence formula. And without getting into much detail about it and talking about that, this is my repair for my broken affluence. In other words, I was in affluence and I was doing good. I was buying a lot of houses and it broke. Now, I was blaming COVID, and I decided that if I had the right answer, then my statistics would have went up. But they didn't go up, so COVID was not the problem.
Yeah, it's too easy to blame that. Yeah, we can't. It's 2024. We can't keep like, COVID. It's over.
Right. So I can't keep doing that. So I'm kind of reinventing myself a bit because I want that thrill of chasing those deals again. I'm yearning for that. And I do deals. I do deals with my coaching clients. It's not like I need, it's just something I want again. It's not even about the deals. It's not about the money. It's not about any of that. I have a great life. I want that excitement again. So I wrote this podcast to me.
Cool.
I'm going to share it with you. Okay?
All right, sounds good. Yeah.
Before I reveal these creative real estate traffic ideas, I want to tell you a story.
Okay.
It is not my story. I don't even know whose it is. But I've heard it before, and it's important to what we're going to talk about today. So I want to tell you the story.
Okay.
Here we go. A father told his daughter at graduation he bought her a car a while back. Have you heard this story?
I read it yesterday on Facebook.
Oh, did you?
I did.
No
Where
kidding.
did you? Totally. When was the last time you saw it floating around?
It was in one of my books. But anyways, so good. So you know where I'm going then. So a father told his daughter at graduation he bought her a car a while back. And I want you to have it now. He's telling his daughter, I want you to have the car now. But before I give it to you, I want you to take it down to the car dealership and ask them how much they will give you.
Yep.
The daughter comes back and says, they offered me $10,000. The father said, okay, now take it to the pawn shop and get their offer. The daughter returns and said their offer was $1,000 because they said it was too old.
It's an old car.
Now the father instructs the daughter to join a passionate car club with experts and show them the car. The daughter once again returns, this time with an offer of $100,000. And they said to the daughter that it was That much because it was a rare car in excellent condition. You know, low miles, all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
The point of me telling you this story today is the father wanted the daughter to know that you are not worth anything if you're not in the right place. If you're not appreciated, do not be angry. That just means you're in the wrong place. Moral of the story, you don't want to stay in a place where no one sees your value. Know your worth and know where you are valued. Go to the congregation that have more opportunities for you. So what I'm telling you this for is not all sellers are created equal. Or can range in quality or worth to you. So not all sellers can range in quality or worth for you. Every seller, every single seller, every single seller is motivated. Every seller is motivated.
Yeah,
but you're right.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, for what? Yeah.
Right? So what we're looking for when we say a motivated seller, we're looking for someone that's willing to do the transaction the way we're willing to. And fortunate for them is once they understand the terms, because time equals money. And most people don't understand that formula, that time equals money. If they give us time, we will make them a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Without all the landlord obligations and without all the crap attached to it. Right? Yep. So, when I talk about free places to go get creative real estate deals, I think I have 10 of them here. They are not exactly all the right congregation. Some of them you're just kind of casting a net. And I want to take 2 minutes and explain this. Because this is a formula that I have in my own head. It may not make sense to some people. Some it will make total sense.
Okay.
So, by the way, this little story came from, what the hell is his name? Oh my goodness, I just went blank.
Dan Kennedy.
No. It's who Dan Kennedy learned from.
Oh.
J. Abraham.
Okay.
J. Abraham.
Really?
Okay. J. Abraham told the story. So, anyways, I lost my train of thought.
You're talking about the different congregations with the 10 ways that you're going to tell us about finding properties that are all the same, and you're casting your net, and it won't make sense to everybody.
Oh, my formula.
Okay.
Thank you. So
Welcome.
here's how I think of a way a person that buys from you or does what you want travels. And it could mean your wife and you deciding to have a steak dinner tonight. Or it could be buying a house. Or it could be you trying to get your teenager to do something.
All right.
There's 3 steps. What you do is it's public relations. We call it PR. PR is good works well known. Okay, so in other words, you're promoting that I'm promoting that I do deals. I've done hundreds of deals. I coach people. I've talked to 4,300 sellers. I'm promoting that.
Yeah.
The purpose of PR or public relations is to build affinity with the listener. So when they get done, they I like that guy. He thinks like I do, or he talks like I do, or he is like me. So the purpose is to have affinity building. If you do a good job at this, you should, at the end of your PR or your affinity building or your making the beginning steps of making friends with someone, the action should be, give me your name and your email, or give me your name and your SMS number so we can communicate. So if they liked you enough, they'll be willing to want to listen to more. And they will give you some identification so you can communicate to them. The second step, what do you communicate? So what you communicate is your marketing. Now your marketing is the reality or agreement of solving the problem. Right? So the agreement or the reality is, I have these solutions that I've used hundreds of times or thousands of times, and it helped everyone else. Why can't it help you? Oh yeah, by the way, the biggest, and this is new to me, the biggest thing that I have missed in my career, or I have not used in a while, is helping people understand that they can do it too. So like we do a presentation for Creative REI Replay, which is software.
Yeah.
The software is easy to use, but people think, I can't do that. I'm not that tech savvy. So the marketing is the portion of reality that you build. So now you have affinity. Then they gave you their email or their contact information, and you now build reality. You build agreement with, yes, these are solutions that really could work, and I can do them. The next step is communication. This is, and this, by the way, think of this as like a chiropractor.
Okay.
Right? Or a dentist. Like a chiropractor could go out, communication's where you do your closing. You go out, a chiropractor goes out to a football field, and he's the chiropractor for a football field. He's on the sidelines and he's just doing PR. Then all the people in the stands know he's doing that, so he gets an email list and he starts emailing them on all the things that he can do as a chiropractor and how he can help them. By the time they get in his office and he goes for the close, he doesn't need to cover all the stuff he covered in the first step and the second step. They're already indoctrinated on what he can do, and at this point they're like, how much and how long?
Yeah.
Because the marketing already handled the affinity, the reality, and now you're communicating on how it's done. Right? So I took a couple minutes here, way too much time, but I want you to understand that some of these are the affinity part. You're building PR. You're getting out there, you're casting the net, and you're getting people into your fold so you can market to them, which is showing them the solutions and getting them to agree that these are pretty good solutions. Okay, so does that make sense?
Yes, and of course, as you do that, they will like you more because it's concrete. It isn't just blowing smoke.
Right.
It's things that they want to hear that they like because it's good for them.
Right. All right, let's get down to some business. Literally, where are the sellers hiding? Well, the lazy, creative real estate investor should head on over to podcast number 410, because in there I gave all the details on how to get onto or into Facebook marketing and all the steps on how to get how lazy investors can get a deal right away. Right? So number one is Facebook. So I covered it all in episode number 410, but I'm just going to summarize it here. Right? We go into Facebook Marketplace, we go into the left links on the side page, and we go into the rent section. Right? And in the rent section, we don't look at the properties, we don't do anything, we're looking for motivated sellers. We're not looking for houses. Right? Creative real estate is made to control what controls the house. In this particular case, it would be a lease with an option that would control the property and make all the money. You don't have to own it, right?
Yep. Yep.
You would type in the message, would you be willing to rent for a year or two and then sell it to me? And then copy and paste it. You should do that at least 25 times a day. After 25 times a day, after a week or possibly 2, you will be in communication with people that are renting their houses, giving them benefits like, oh yeah, if I do this with you, you can go from being a landlord to being the banker, because I'm going to send you payments every single month, and you're not going to have any landlord obligations. We are going to do the landlording, aka you're going to assign it to your buyer. Number 2, you're going to be able to say then, and I'll buy it from you when you're ready. So when do you plan on retiring? Oh, in 10 years? Okay, we'll write an option agreement for 10 years, and when you're retired in 10 years, we'll buy it. And oh yeah, by the way, I'll give you 3% a year in appreciation, so you're not losing any money between now and the 10 years.
Yep.
And then we're going to set up an apartments.com account for them, and we're going to get them all the payments. Everything is automated, everything is in there, and it's nice and easy. Plus, we're going to give them a deposit, which we never talk about. We're going to give them a month or two's rent so they feel secure, right? So we're doing everything they're doing now, except we're taking away all the painful points that they don't like. It's the easiest deal in the world. You just need to try it. Okay? So does that make sense? Did I cover everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
For more details, episode 410.
Go to 410. All right. Another idea is flyers. Nowadays, you can go to Canva, C-A-N like in Nancy, V like in Victor, A, canva.com for free. Canva is an amazing software. It makes you look like you're a graphical wizard. I used to pay hundreds of dollars for things that I can do in Canva now for free. I used to have to go on Fiverr. Back in the day when there was no internet, we used to have the newspaper. I used to use Bullseye Marketing to make my flyers. It would cost me $3,000 or $4,000.
Jeez. And Canva makes the flyer?
No.
Oh.
You do it.
Yeah.
Canva gives you all the tools, and you go in there and make a flyer. It gives you a template.
Yeah. I mean,
it gives you all the graphics. It does everything for you.
Yeah,
Right? You
that's what I
can
mean.
completely, and it's all, it's all what they call a WYSIWYG. What you get, or what it is what you get, or something like that.
Okay.
You just go in there and you just drag and drop things and cut and paste, and you do all that stuff, right? And you could do it for free. Oh, by the way, my pro account cost me $10.99 or $12.99 a month. So, and I make all my PowerPoint presentations. I do Facebook pages. It does everything. It is absolutely, it's just absolutely one of the most phenomenal things on the internet.
I remember you mentioned that before, but I don't remember at all what it was. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
And I have $10.99 to spare each month.
I'm telling you, it is amazing. Now,
Sounds
let's
good.
talk about this for a minute.
Yeah.
So, you can also go to places, if you don't want to, you can go to places like Postcard Mania. Or you can go to create.microsoft.com, and they have a bunch of templates there. They're free too. So it's create.microsoft.com for templates. Right? Now, here I'm gonna tell you something that you may not like.
What?
I prefer you don't use any of those tools.
Okay.
I
write them down for. What do you think?
I'm going to tell you why in a minute, but I like
Yeah.
ugly. I like ugly.
Oh, then I should make
ugly
my
sounds.
own.
Yeah. I prefer flyers to be handwritten and look like they're handwritten, like I'm desperate.
Wow.
They work better. Now I'm going to tell you something that you're not going to believe. There's things that I think you always learn about my life that I just never tell you because we never talked about it.
Yeah.
Once we did a letter writing campaign in Crayola crayons.
Jesus. Yikes.
And what do you think the message said?
My mommy and daddy want to buy your house.
My daddy buys houses. I did this. Jessie doesn't know this, my oldest daughter, but I did this when she was in, I think, middle school.
Okay.
Now, thing is where do you distribute these flyers? Now, you could just go around to like the grocery stores and find bulletin boards, and you could leave them here and there, right? But I'm going to tell you how you could do it much better. If you were to get 7 other businesses, right, to go on these flyers with you. So you got 8 businesses. There's 4 on one side and 4 on the other side.
Gotcha.
Right? Now, you can charge those 8 businesses a very nominal amount to print the flyers. You could design them in Canva or Microsoft, right? You can design them. Or you can go on Fiverr, which is Fiv, like in Victor, ERR, R like in Robert, Fiverr.com, and pay somebody $5 or $10 or $20 or whatever to design the flyer for you. The point is that you get 8 people, you get 7 other people, you get them to pay for the flyers. And here's the most important part. You pick things, you pick people, right? Like an auto repair shop, or restaurants, a busy restaurant, or like convenience stores where they have traffic, they have foot traffic. And because they're on the flyer, they're going to want to pass out the flyers. So you put these flyers in their business and you get them to pass them out. Or if you really want to be really clever and you're ambitious, then what you could do is you can go to one of those coupon places, right, that mails out coupons.
Yeah, little booklets with businesses.
Not even booklets. They have some of them that are flyers, right? They stuff them in a magazine and all that kind of stuff. I don't know the names of them. I didn't go look for them. But you could go find one of those. Like we used to stuff them in newspapers, but nowadays they can do that. Or you could do what they call direct mail, DDDM or something like DMM or DDM, the United States Post Office. The postman will deliver these in a mailbox. What you do is you figure out what the cost is and you divide it by 7. And you charge the other businesses to do this. So you go to an auto repair shop and say, hey, I'm a local business in town, and I'm putting together this flyer. It'll cost you $180 to distribute, 10,000 of them.
Yeah.
Whatever the number is, right? And you could do it that way. Now, I don't think you should do any of that because that'll slow you down. I think for right now, you could get 7 other businesses, local businesses, auto repair shops. I can't think of, restaurants, like the wherever there's foot traffic, wherever they're busy.
Pizza places,
Yeah.
They're always busy. People in and out. Especially if it's like just in and out, Chinese restaurant, because they're not sitting. More people might go in and out.
Diners are a good one. Greek diners, those are good ones. So. The point is that you could, you'll do all the designing and you could even pay for the printing yourself because it's not that hard. But you could go to like a UPS store and they'll print for you, or you can go to Staples or an Office Max. You can. I went the other day. I bought a book on how to flip houses. Yeah, don't ask why. And it was an ebook. And I got to tell you, I almost fainted. It was 208 pages. And I'm like, I'm looking at it like, what do I want to do? I'm going to print it because I don't like ebooks. I don't read on the computer.
Yeah.
I like to lay in bed, or when I'm going to the bathroom, or when I'm eating my lunch, I like to read. I don't want to do the ebook thing.
So you printed 280 pages?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's 10 cents a copy. Yeah, it'd be $20, $50.
Oh yeah.
Price of copies went way up. Anyways,
Yeah.
all my point is that you could split that cost. So if there's 7 other people and all they're doing is paying $30 or $40 for 1,000 flyers, why wouldn't they do that? You're going to do all the work, right? And they're going to have the other 7 businesses distributing flyers, right? So I think it's I don't know about you, but I think that's a really clever idea. All right, number 3. Next, for about $80, you can buy a magnet sign and put it on your car. Go over to esigns.com, right? esigns.com. And for $80, you can get an 18 by 24 sign.
I
Now,
had
you don't
one
have
once.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to do the same thing. I need to give you a message and a phone number. So the thing to do is you don't need an 18 by 24. You could do a little bit smaller and do both doors. So it'd be a little bit more money, but you spend that money once. And I do strongly suggest a couple things. I suggest that you tell people that you pay referrals.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of saying I buy houses, you could say something like, I'd like to pay you so I can buy a house. Or how to make $500 in your spare time. Or $1,000 in your spare time. I buy houses. It should be something like that. Now I'm going to circle back to this because I've been for several days wondering what I'm going to do, and I've decided what I'm going to do, and I'm going to tell you. But the car signs are a good thing. It's cheap. Okay. Also, the sign should say, you could also say, I buy houses and I pay up to 20% more than market value. Like I was in the Simple Crew app the other day, and your signs that are in there were printed. You did them wrong, because it say I pay up to 120% for your house, and it looks scammy.
Well,
no, it should be we pay 20% over market value.
Oh, well, that's the market. That's the message I got when we first started.
Yeah. So, anyways,
So change it.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's nothing wrong with you. I'm just saying that because we're still testing, but it shouldn't be 120%. It should be we pay 20% more than market value. In fact, I would even be reluctant on the 20%. I would say 10%. So I'm going to test some of those.
Okay.
Or you can use a message like, do you owe too much on your house? I'll still buy it. Call me.
And these are for bandit signs now.
No, these are for the car signs.
For the car signs. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Or you could say like how to earn an extra $1,000. I buy houses. Call me. That's what I would do. Right?
Yep.
Number 4. We're going to come back to this. Number 4. You can also go over to www.carstickers.com and get static cling stickers or vinyl lettering for your car's back window.
Oh. Got it.
Now, this is a little bit far-fetched, but it works. You get other people to put them on their cars. You pay for the stickers. They're not that much money. And you give them their own phone number, so when they get a call, you pay them their $250, $500, or $1,000 commission. Especially soccer moms. Yeah.
Where did you find all these?
I did a lot of research. Some of it was stuff we did in the past, and some of it was just ideas. Some of it I got from my friend. I've just been this podcast has not just come out in like one sitting. This is stuff I've been thinking about for several months because I need to reinvent myself. I don't need to. I want to reinvent myself. I want to go back to my roots.
Cool.
So I'm going to be doing some of this stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 5. Why don't you buy and pass out bumper stickers? We're talking about cars. Right? You could buy static stickers for the back window, like we were just talking about, of a vehicle, and offer to pay, like I said, $250, $500, $1,000 if you end up buying a house from that phone number. Right?
Yeah.
So now we use Tresta, T like in Tom, R like in Robert, E like in Edward, S like in Sam, T like in Tom, A like in Apple, Tresta.com, and we buy phone numbers for $5 a month. So you can track the phone numbers and who they're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ever sit at a traffic light and you see on a caravan the soccer mom that has the picture of the family? You know, little kid, bigger kid, bigger kid, bigger kid, bigger kid, and there's some saying there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, is stickers like that they can put in their rear window, you know, especially soccer moms, and say, you know, I buy houses. Or whatever message you want to promote. But the point is that you can get others to do it, and when their phone rings, you make a deal, you pay them.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
On the same line, number 6, you could use decals for laptops, computers, phones, refrigerators, or if you dare, put them on gas pumps. That's what we used to do. We used to use magnetic business cards on gas pumps.
Ah.
So you can go over to www.stickeru.com. Sticker, STICKERYOU. Stickeru.com. Or you can go to Etsy.com. Etsy's a great place to buy them. Or my favorite, www.decalgirl.com. Decalgirl.com. On decalgirl.com, you can get 20 to 40 stickers on one page if they're small enough, depending on what you're making them, for $20.
And did you say these are magnetic or stickies? Like gluey, sticky?
These are decals. They're like
Decals.
They're not really. I don't think they're sticky. Well, yeah, you go look.
Okay. Decals.
Now, here's the thing. You would think, why would I do that? I know it sounds kind of lame, but I know someone that did this, and they had a sticker on a laptop, and they found 12 deals over the course of like 5 years. Now, it's not going to be like you're going to get a deal tomorrow, but you got a kid in college, get them to get all stickers on their computers. And again, if they get a deal, you can pay them. Right?
Yep.
I mean, people do this stuff. I'm saying laptops and phones and all that stuff. I'm sure you could be creative about this and find other places to put these little stickers. You know, especially if it's a catchy little motto. Right? Is this too lame, or am I doing okay?
Well, you know, if it works, who cares? It depends what works. So that's what we got to figure.
Yeah. Well, I don't
care how it happens.
I'm gonna tighten it all up before we end off here. So I promise you that.
Okay.
My favorite and my first my first call to action for Bill.
Yeah.
This is my favorite out of all that I'm going to tell you today, just because it's fun.
Oh.
Number 7. And you should test this. $20 folded business cards. And when I say test, you should test it with $50 and $100 because they make those too. But I'm going to use a $20 folded business card. You can get 100 of these for $19.99. You can get 250 of these cards for $34.99. $34.99. You can get 500 of them for $54.99. Or you can get 1,000 of them for $94.99. So for $100, you can get 1,000 of these. Head over to bizag.com. B-I-Z-A-G, G like in good, bizag.com to order.
And these are the cards that look like $20 bills.
My next sentence is they look like a real $20 bill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen them. We had them a while. We had them a few years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You drop them on the floor.
Yep.
So now here's something important because I made this mistake because remember what I told you in the beginning. Where do we want to be? Where our congregation is, right? Congregation is?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what'd you do in a Walmart?
They don't sell houses at Walmart.
So we're going to go to places like Home Depot,
Yeah.
Lowe's,
Yeah.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
If there's any left, they've been closing left, right, and center. But places where people are improving the house, doing something for the house, maybe they got to sell the thing and they're fixing it up a little bit. Exactly. Or they have houses that they fix up and they want to sell one of them or whatever. But at least it's homes and houses.
Exactly.
It's materials.
You just walk around and you drop them on the floor. Or put them on shelves. In Home Depot, we put them on shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like to go to the end of the aisle because they don't last long. I like to go to the end of the aisle and just stand there and watch somebody find the $20 bill. And they look around and they put it in their pocket. But when they open it, they unfold it, your message is in there. Now, I'm going to test some messages, but same thing like the car. You know, I pay $1,000. You want to make $1,000? I buy houses. Call me. If somebody had a house for sale, would they call you?
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
You'd hope. Well, what I'm thinking is, if you sell, I want to buy your house, you're looking for that one guy selling the house. If you tell somebody, I'll give you a referral, you have somebody that might look around or check amongst all the people he knows. He might know that one person that didn't pick up the card, but most people might know someone within a year that's thinking of selling a house. So you're looking for a little, kind of an ant farm or a little army of people that would help.
Right.
Spread the message. Instead of looking for the guy, you got little scouts out there.
I'm going to tell you something that you're not going to believe.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what that message does.
Yeah.
My sister's in trouble and I want to help her. Can you help her?
Huh.
Yeah, I can help her. I don't want the $1,000. I just want to help my sister.
Yeah.
I've not paid a lot of commissions because of that.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The guy across the street is a really good guy and he's in trouble with his house. Can you call him and talk to him? I don't want any money. Because they feel guilty that the guy's lame and down and they're going to kick him and collect money.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to be like that, but it's more than you think.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
No, that makes sense.
That's why you give that message. Because you're giving the message that you can help.
Yeah.
Number 6. So, nope, that's not right. That's page 6. That's page 6. We're on number 8. Sorry.
Yeah. We're on 7.
Place comments on high traffic blogs or places like Reddit, Yahoo Answers or Quora.com. You understand what I'm saying with the last one? Quora. Quora. Quora.
Okay.
Because I know my accent's a little bit weird there, so it's Quora. Quora.com. Also, and this is kick-ass, if you want to do some work.
Mm-hmm.
This falls into building affinity in the PR campaign. Really cool, Peter. Really cool.
Really?
I think. I just found some software that I have been looking for since I was away in Florida. It's been at least 4 months I've been looking for this software, and I found some. And this is not anything, some people are going to be like, oh yeah, I've done that, it's lame. But you have to listen to what I'm going to tell you, because it's not.
Okay.
The software is called onlysocial.com. 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 It's a one-time fee of $98. And you own it. There's no monthly fees.
Yep.
You're allowed to post on 10 social media platforms. It does video, it does shorts, it does YouTube, it does TikTok, it does everything. Now, I want you to understand something. I really want you to understand this. I am promoting this for a very, very specific reason. Very specific. Please listen to me. You, Peter, should do this for your guitar business. Okay? Please listen to me. Please, please, please. I started a brand new channel for Creative REI Reply, YouTube channel. It sat for a year. I did nothing. I paid someone to build me a Creative REI Reply YouTube channel. I have it optimized, everything. I paid somebody on Fiverr, I think it was $40. And they built the entire channel for me. It sat for a year and a half. I did nothing with it. I decided before I went away to Florida that I was going to take the testimonials that are on our website, which is 150 testimonials or 120, whatever they are. Let's say it's 100. And I downloaded them from our website and uploaded them to YouTube and was getting views. 50, 100 views. Some of them were 200 views. Some of them got 300 or 400 views.
Yeah.
And that's it. I have been recently... I got to move along here. I have been recently using a software called opusclip.com. opus.clip.com or Opus Clip. Maybe there's not a dot there. I take our podcast and I put the link from YouTube in Opus Clip, and AI gives me 30 to 35 shorts. They're 30 to 60 second views or videos of this podcast. I upload them to social media. My YouTube channel now has 20,000 views on it since April 16th, and it is now June 6th.
Whoa. That's huge different.
It's the PR aspect. I counted the other day between my shorts, between my video, my social media, my emails, and the podcast downloads. I have about 1,600 people a day seeing me. Now, I'm not talking about impressions. I'm talking about they opened an email, or they downloaded a podcast, or they clicked or liked on a Facebook page or Instagram or TikTok. 1,600 people a day. That's 45,000 people a month.
Mm-hmm.
That is outflow. That is affinity building right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is getting known. So I know I'm dwelling on this, and I can't because we're going to run out of time. Now, I'm telling you this because the software I'm using is limited to 3 or 4 platforms. This has 10 platforms.
Oh.
So you should go check out onlysocial.com. Onlysocial.com. Go check it out. $98 is a limited package. For $198, one-time fee, you get unlimited everything forever. Okay? Now check this out. I'm spending way too much time on this. If you are really ambitious and creative, you can head on over to PLR Expert. PLR Expert. Private label rights.
Mm.
Private label right is content written for you. They sell you the rights to it so you can put your name on it. So it looks like you wrote it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and what's different for me is it used to be these were like, you could buy ebooks, you can buy articles, you can buy blog posts. But with the world the way it is now, they're making videos and courses that are private label. I bought a course the other day. It's a 52-week coaching course. And every week you get a lesson. Private label rights, videos, and social media posts and articles are a great way to use Only Social, mixed in with some of your own videos. Now with you, Peter, for your music business, it would be phenomenal because you just keep making recordings of you playing guitars and your students playing guitars, and it would be too easy to do this. Right? One more thing on this, and then we're going to move on. Am I overwhelming everybody?
Yes, just a little bit. But no, what's really amazing about it is how you have one website that does this, and you connect it to the other website that does that, and then it goes to the third one that connects it to everything. And I realize you didn't do this like yesterday morning. You have to hunt for these things. I don't even know to look for things like that because they exist. I wouldn't even, and you find things like that. It's amazing to me how you connect the dots like that and how these things work in a kind of automated way, or like a lot of time
I suggest
saving.
you pick, you listen to the recording again. You pick one of them and just listen to that section again. Don't try to absorb all of it because it's way too much.
Yeah, well, you're not going to implement everything at once, but like the one that makes sense to you, that's interesting, and yeah.
The last point I'd like to make, which is really cool because nobody does this, if you go to Tube Trivia, TUBETRIVA.ai.
Wait, is it trivia? TRIVIA?
No, it's VA. I think it is.
Oh, Triva. That's Triva.
Triva.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Well, try one of the other. Maybe they couldn't get trivia, so they made a Triva.
Yeah.
Okay.
This software is a one-time purchase. I think it's like $100. And it makes quiz videos for social media. Like, take this quiz.
Well.
And it gets you what is the word I want? Interaction time on social media, and it gets you status. It gets you more people get to see your stuff because they're staying involved.
That one, of all the things you said, that's sparking something with me because I know that asking people questions and quizzes is something that people kind of gravitate to.
Right.
Like I have a few that I've made. I never did anything with them. Tell me this site again. I wrote everything else. Let me get this one.
Triva, TRIVA at .ai. TubeTriva at, I'm sorry, I'm going to do it again. TubeTriva.ai.
Okay. Quizzes and stuff.
I'm going to, because we only got 6 minutes left and we're on number 7, so I'm going to move a little quicker, okay?
Go ahead.
Number 7. Here's one most don't do, and it takes like 5 minutes. People don't do this. It's the craziest thing in the world. Email signatures. You send emails every day. Go into Google or whatever you use. Go to the top right-hand side where it says settings, and there's a box that says email signatures.
What is that?
On the bottom of, on every email, on the bottom of it, it's going to have your signature there, and it should say "I buy houses," or it should say "I love buying houses," and even more than that, I love paying commissions for people that send me houses.
So this is at the bottom of your emails. When you send an email, that just gets put in there. Is that what you're saying?
Every email. And to be even more fancier, go over to canva.com and make a little graphic. If you look at my emails, I send you emails all the time. Just scroll down to the bottom of the email. You can see my email says on there, "I buy houses."
Yeah. Well, the professionals do that because, like, at the bottom of their fancy business letters, who they are, what they are, their posted position, blah, 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 and they have a thing.
It'll take you like less than an hour. I say 5 minutes because if you just change the signature and just type it in there, but if you want to make a graphic, it might take you a little longer.
Yeah.
But why can't you do that?
That's what I mean. You're using like 2 different sites to do something because It's like combining the power of one thing with the power of another. It's kind of exponential.
Yep.
So, interesting.
Number 8. How about garage sales? This is a perfect place to leave your flyer now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Right? So give them your flyer. Garage sales, right?
Yeah.
Talk to them about why they're having a garage sale. Maybe they're selling a house. Ask to put a sign in their driveway for all the people that are coming to the garage sale. "I buy houses."
Oh, yeah, one of our signs, huh? Wow.
How about turning them into a deal machine? Start telling people, "Oh, yeah, I met this guy, and he's going to buy my house. You should call him." They're having 2 or 3 day garage sales. They have people coming there.
It's the season
Why
right
not?
now. 'Tis the season.
Number 9. I keep reading the page number. Number 9. Now, this is a bit of a stretch, but hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
If you were to use your social media account, onlysocial.com, you could start posting things like, "I'll offer to remove your junk from your house." Post it all over your social media like, I take the junk out of your house. We'll collect the junk. Especially this time of the year because it's springtime and people are cleaning their houses out. Right?
Yep.
And then I'm going to give you 3 websites that you can just refer these people and probably get a commission for finding the sellers. For finding junk.
Yeah, because we're not going to go do that. We're just
Right.
hoping somebody says my house is for sale.
Yeah.
Or
Why are you cleaning out the junk? Just call. Use the Tresta.com phone number. Have them leave a message, and you call them back and say, "Where's your address? Where's your this? Oh yeah, by the way, why are you getting rid of your junk? Are you selling a house?" The websites for cleaning out the junk are www.j, like in John, dogjunkremoval.com. So it's jdogjunkremoval.com. The other one you've seen before is www.1800gotjunk.com. And the one is the number. It's not spelled out. So it's 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Yeah.
The last one is www.junkluggers.com, Luggers, www.junkluggers.com.
Yeah.
You should call these people and ask them if they pay referral fees if you send them customers.
Mm-hmm.
You can make some money for your advertising and at the same time get leads.
That's interesting. Just, get paid to look for leads. That's interesting. Money, real estate's made to take money out of, not put money into.
That's right. And number 10, the last one, because we're at the hour. We did this with probate. We talked about getting an army of probate lawyers, which you and I need to talk about because I want to do that again.
Oh, cool. Right? Yeah, we were trying to get that to move. Yeah.
This is the same concept, but with mortgage brokers.
Oh.
So go visit mortgage brokers. Get a list of 5 or 10 of them on your referral sheet. Meet with them. Go physically meet with them. Don't talk to them over the phone. Don't do a Zoom unless you got an area where you're remote. But meet with them and tell them that you will pay them a referral fee if they send you all of the owners who couldn't get refinanced.
Huh.
And they give you the names and you call them up and say, the mortgage broker told me you couldn't get refinanced. I thought I would talk to you and see if I could help you relieve whatever's going on.
Yeah, so people try to refinance because they're in trouble and they may need to sell the house before they go foreclosed or some crazy thing.
Also, the mortgage broker should send you anyone who is upside down on their loan. Or they're underwater and they can't make enough money. Now, Peter, we're at the end of the podcast. We're 1 minute over an hour. I could go another half an hour just on this. The reason why is because we are post-COVID-19, the shutdown. And what happened during COVID? A lot of people were buying houses $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $75,000 over asking price. The market dips. Are they underwater?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be able to refinance? Are they stuck with a house?
No, if they got to move, if they got a new job, they got something, divorce, any of that stuff, and they got the house, that's trouble now.
The first thing they're going to do is try to refinance.
Yeah.
A mortgage broker is going to get those leads. We can easily do a slot deal with these, a sandwich lease option transfer, right?
Yeah, because they're over leveraged. That's what you do.
If you had an army of 10, 15, 20, 25 mortgage brokers sending you these deals, how much could you make now?
So would you want somebody that's like a small mortgage brokerage? Or, if you're in a big...
A mortgage broker.
Yeah.
If they're in a big company, what are you going to do? Tell them, I'll meet you at a coffee shop and I'll give you cash.
Mm-hmm.
It's not against the law. I'll buy you lunch. I'm going to tell you, I had a realtor that I used to send leads to all the time. You remember Joe with the Corvette?
Yeah, I think so.
He was very legit and he couldn't take money. He couldn't give me money for sending him leads.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I did? I sent him to the cigar shop and he would put money on my account up there, and I always had $300, $400, $500 on my account at the cigar shop, and I would go up there and I would buy boxes of cigars and I would buy whatever because he was just going to the cigar shop and put money on account. It didn't say whose account, it was just an account.
Yeah.
So people, these people, you can buy them Amazon gift cards, you can Walmart gift cards, whatever they do, restaurants that they go out to, something that they want.
Yep. Got it.
Right? All right. So I think we've covered quite a bit here. Do you agree?
That's enough crazy ideas for one morning. Yes.
Yes. We only covered 10 today, and I think we have some more. But most important, I want you to click on the link in the description because I, for free, am going to give everyone a document that is several pages that has 101 of these on it.
Jeez.
This way you never have any scarcity of where to buy houses or where to sell houses. It is a gold mine for someone trying to make consistent income.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last thing I want to cover, which I don't have written here, I thought I did, is outflow equals inflow. The more you outflow and the more you get out there and people see you and hear you, the more chances of you doing deals. Now, I might put a flyer in a grocery store, and all of a sudden somebody calls up and said, hey, my neighbor wants to sell their house. Never saw the flyer. The only reason why they called me and said the neighbor wants to sell my house is because the universe hates an empty vacuum. So if I outflow and I outflow and I outflow and all of a sudden I'm drained and I'm all done and I'm empty, the universe will want to fill up that vacuum. It's just a law. Talk to any engineer, physics engineer. It doesn't
I've seen
doesn't like a vacuum.
Yeah, you do the outflow. It doesn't come from what you offload all the time. I've done it. I do it all the time.
The point is with these type of things, if you've got 3 or 4 or 5 of these things working for you, you're outflowing. Your public relations is ingoing. It's moving. And your marketing will soon follow, and your communication cycles to close deals will follow that. It is the natural law of marketing. It is the funnel or the law of marketing. Yep. It just works that way. So pick one of these, save this podcast, listen to it multiple times. Just pick one and start, and then get it going. And then a few more weeks when you get it going, pick another one and get it going. And even if you're a Creative REI Reply user and we're sending you leads every day, these things are just going to envelop or enclose your Creative REI Reply activity, and it's going to get you more deals. It's just a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, signs on your car and dropping business cards and all these things. I'm going to tell you right now, the $20 business cards, I'm going to go do it myself once, but you know who's going to do that for me? My 6-year-old grandson. He's going to have a blast doing that. He's going to think it's the funniest thing in the world. We're going to make a game out of it, and then I'm going to go buy him ice cream for a reward.
You're going to have to give him one of those 20s.
Yeah. So
He'll think it's
you see
real.
what I mean? It's like these are fun things that you can do. So just keep outflowing and a deal will come. All right? There is more to this, so we're going to do part 2, which is 413. But in 413, I'm going to also add to it where you can post. I mean, we only have a couple sites we talk about, but out of the 101 ways, it's buying and selling. So there's both in there. So I'm going to go over some of those too.
Some of the selling.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So you don't get stuck with a house. Because I've had coaching clients, like I put it on Zillow and I didn't get enough calls. So outflow works for selling houses too.
Oh, sure.
It's not just buying. Okay, so I know I gave you guys a lot to do today. I know that there's a lot of websites. You should listen to this podcast a couple times. You should save it in your favorites. If you're watching it on your computer, you should save it on your phone. Whatever you got to do, you should listen to a few times. Like I said, just pick one, listen to that section, and then do it. And then come back after you did that one and do it again. Okay? So thank you for your support. Thank you for listening us today. Make sure you subscribe to wherever you're watching us or listening to us. Make sure you like us. Make sure you leave a comment. And if you have any questions, you can go to WhatsApp Messenger. We have a little mastermind group of 100 and something people in there for free. It's called Let's Talk Real Estate. Or you can go to flippinghouses4rookies.com and send a support ticket in the top right-hand side of the page. And you can send us a message directly. Okay? Over and out. We will talk on episode number 413. Flourish and prosper.
Thanks for tuning in to the hottest real estate topics on the planet with Bill and Pete. If you want to continue learning how to buy and sell real estate without money or credit, head over to flippinghouses.club for some cutting-edge real estate wealth tools. Or contact us at info@flippinghouses.club.